Good morning, beautiful sunrise. I'm lending Nathan our new outboard because we're going to the boat show this morning. So he's gonna get out of Silva Bay here. It's the first time he's gonna sail Dagon. Welcome aboard Thunderchild, our home and our sailboat. I'm Sailor Barry, and this is my partner Haley. We're on a quest to get our boat offshore ready. And we're sailing around in local waters, getting to know our boat inside and out. So join us as we cruise around in the Pacific Northwest and get our boat ready for the big push. Thanks for watching. We'll see you out there. And here we go, we're off to Pender Harbor, and this marks the first time that I've ever seen Dagon under sail without being aboard her. And the first time Nathan has ever taken the boat out of Silva Bay. In other firsts, this will be my first time having a personal boat at a wooden boat show. And in a weird way, it's kind of like having three of my boats there. Thunderchild, Dagon, and the tender for Dagon, which I built. The winds aren't looking too favorable for Nathan, who has to mostly sail there, but on Thunderchild, the motor's working great, so we'll probably get in before him. So in a weird turn of events, Haley is on a ferry that is just passing by us now, so we're all out on boats right now. Crazy! I didn't mention Haley's off at the Women's Moto Summit, or she's on her way there now, to do tattooing. So she couldn't come with us to this boat show, but she will be with us for the Port Townsend boat show. Haley said that she was in tears when she saw the two boats sailing by the ferry. And it's at this point that we leave Nathan behind.
Insane, and they have continued to breach. Humpback full body breaches, back slams, front slams, fin slams, over.
Amazing, dude. Oh, that's fucking awesome. I caught some footage of the whales, but just barely. If you look real close, you can see it. It helps having friends who drive the seaplanes, because Ian flew by and gave us a real show. Oh my god, end of the first day. All we did was sail here. Oh my god, I'm so dark.
Some sun today.
Yeah, it is. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, how exhausted are you?
Probably before food at 9.
Yeah. It was the sun. It was the sun and the heat. We're in the shade of Messenger 2 right now, so that helps a lot. And yeah, so far meeting a couple cool people, but really, the show hasn't really even started. Tomorrow's going to be really hot, no wind, and we're just at the docks, and I think we're going to be suffering. So hydrating, it's going to be key, and getting the boat ship shape pretty early in the morning. So yeah, see you tomorrow. Show you what getting ready looks like, and show you what having everyone around is like, and I'll see if I can take a look at some cool boats.
Very excited. Looking forward to it.
Good morning. It is the day of the boat show, but a couple hours before it opens, so it's nice and peaceful and quiet. We're going to take advantage of the fact that there's nobody here and make the ship look a little bit better. First things first, it's time to put the sail covers on. Thank you. That looks a little better. Boat show is now in full swing, which means the speaker series is on. So we're going to go listen to a talk by a fairly famous mariner. Oh, look at that rig.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, speaker series.
Cool. We're gonna go listen to Bill Noon. He's gonna talk about how he found some boats. I don't know, I've never heard of them. HMS Terror and Erebus? Who knows? Something to do with a guy named Franklin. Never heard of him.
HMS Erebus set sail from England in the 19th century in search of the fabled Northwest Passage. All souls on board perished.
For hundreds of years, intrepid explorers searched for the fabled Northwest Passage, a sea route to connect the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans via the waters of the Arctic. In 1845, a British expedition led by Captain John Franklin set sail for the frozen North, aiming to succeed where other voyages had failed. Instead, Franklin and his crew vanished without a trace.
In May 1845, Franklin and his two ships left England. In July, they stopped briefly in Greenland. By August, the ships reached Baffin Bay. Moving on, the expedition spent the winter on Beechey Island. And then, it's presumed that in 1846, the ships sailed down to King William Island. There, they got trapped in the ice. In April 1848, crew members abandoned the ships and set out on foot, heading south. None of them lived. After nearly 170 years and dozens of searches, scientists have located one of the ships from the fabled Franklin expedition.
This wasn't Sir John Franklin's first polar expedition. This would mark his third time here, in search of the Northwest Passage. Not much is known about their day-to-day activities, but what is known is that both vessels were destroyed, and all 129 souls were lost. This is the worst tragedy in all of British polar expedition history. There's been books, television shows, documentaries, and archaeological investigation, all trying to shed light on the horrifying and final moments of all of those aboard. There's been a lot of speculation as to where the vessels might be, but all it took was paying attention to the clues on the ground and what the Inuit people had to say. Here he is. This is Bill Noon. He was the captain of the CCGS Sir Wilfrid Laurier, the ship that found the lost Franklin expedition boats. Ed and I went to go listen to Bill Noon talk, and I'm very glad I did. I recognized Bill right away because not too long ago I saw him on the news quite frequently. Over time, they would find many archaeological finds on shore, such as buttons and human bones, which brings us to one of the most important clues, the Victory Point document, which was found in the 1850s. First written in May of 1847, the document confirms that Franklin was still in command of the expedition and that all is well. The second entry, on the other hand, which was added in April of 1848, tells a very different story. 24 people, including Franklin, were now dead, and the HMS Terror and Erebus are now abandoned after 19 months stuck in the ice. So then, what happened? One could speculate forever, but let's stick to what we do know. Their food stores were likely depleting, and they were also likely poisoning them. Their canned goods were poorly produced and sealed with lead. But it gets far worse than that. There were 3 bodies discovered in the 1850s. They were dug up in 1984 and examined. They poured warm water over the bodies to melt the ice around them. They discovered that the bodies all had high levels of lead in their system. But these sailors didn't die of lead poisoning. They died of tuberculosis. But the other sailors all suffered a far worse fate. A substantial portion of the bones found on King William Island had knife marks, indicating that these sailors had to resort to cannibalism. Stranded and hungry, they needed to find a way out of this desolate place. Investigation is still ongoing. The last hope in investigating this tragedy is that with the discovery of the ships, handwritten documents within the vessels may be waiting to tell us the full story. Only time will tell. But, in a strange twist of fate, tracking down the Franklin expedition has achieved what Franklin set out to do in the first place. All of the cartography work done to find these lost ships has actually forged new paths through the Northwest Passage, and has charted what was previously uncharted. And just as we anticipated, Nathan is showing up, but he is in fact a day late. Such is the nature of sail only. Yeah, shoot her into neutral and drift in. Whew, it's warm. So my friend Randy's here on his boat, the Double Eagle, and he bought $20 of raffle tickets, gave me 10 of them. And I got a beautiful sockeye. So we're gonna barbecue that up tonight. Oh, hell yeah. Boat shows are great. We should go to more boat shows. This is awesome. Woo. It's safe to say Dagon and Thunderchild were both a hit. And Nathan's friend Odin showed up from Port Townsend. He is returning back to Port Townsend right now from the race to Alaska, but he decided to swing into Pender Harbor to say hi to Nathan.
But if you want some sashimi...
It's been sitting in a bag. You first.
100%.
Actually, it's still cold, yeah, from being frozen?
100%.
Oh, then hell yeah, I'll take a piece.
Delicious. I want to try and...
No, that's actually, dude, you're self-conscious? That looks fucking slick as hell.
Look at all that meat I've left on.
It's
a fair bit on
great bone right there. Well, maybe that one slice.
But yeah, that can be your sashimi. Maybe a little bone in there. But...
Little bone never killed anybody,
Hey.
except for when it did. Oh, yeah.
Bit of soy sauce, bit of wasabi.
Yeah, it's missing the sushi vinegar, rice wine vinegar. Time to barbecue up that free salmon. Thanks, Randy. We wound down the evening, barbecuing, eating, and drinking port. We even got to share a bunch of the salmon with Bill Noon. We're friends now, okay? That's totally normal, right? We're friends. Yeah. And Odin is taking off on his boat, the Triple Pickle, I believe it's called, and he's heading back to Port Townsend. I spent half of my life living on the Sunshine Coast, and somehow I had no idea that Pender Harbor was this beautiful. Yeah, I did it again. I'm stupid. I bought another boat. Whoops.
Don't tell. Are you not married? Are you?
Oh, yeah. I gotta let my girlfriend know.
Don't tell her.
Damn it. So it's a little sailing dinghy. Needs some work.
My wife goes, I hope you're not going to come back with a truckload of crap stuff.
I'm coming back with a boatload of stuff. Damn it. So yeah, we're gonna fix this up. It's got
Do you guys
very.
want your little anchor?
Oh, I think it might be all right on there.
Oh, I've got a really good anchor. Yeah, I appreciate it.
You can come over here and sort through this.
Yeah, I will.
You're going to need some.
So yeah, she's got new sails. She's gunter rigged. Has tiller, all the things. Doesn't look too bad. A little bit of love. Dagger board. So yeah, this is something for us to bring to Port Townsend. Something for us to all have fun on in the bay. And yeah, very excited.
There you go.
Sweet.
Enjoy it.
Oh, I will. Thank you very much.
So you go look at home.
Hopefully my girlfriend enjoys it too. Holy hell. That's actually pretty fucking big.
Yeah. You bought a new boat?
Yeah, I already did. She was down. She was super stoked. Thank you.
Life jacket, safety.
Safety third. Cool. Well, Ed and I are gonna scull this back.
You want your shoes in?
Oh yeah, go on then.
Oh, she's holding water. That's great.
Good shove.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, it's sweet. Yeah, she rows real easy. This thing's fast.
She is. Yeah. Yeah. She's gonna be a lot of fun to sail.
You have a problem.
Yeah.
Problem like I have.
Good problem to have.
It's a highly contagious addiction.
Fucking hell yeah.
Yeah. So Barry, look for the camera. How do you feel about your maiden voyage?
Well, I didn't see whales, but yeah, I don't know. This is gonna be sick as hell. Honestly, it's fast, moves
Yeah.
easy. With sailing rig or a little motor on this thing, some bottom paint,
Yeah.
some TLC. Needs very
Should
little.
be fantastic.
Yeah, very cool. Well, she fits. Place for a boat to get some shade.
Yeah. Tell you what, it'd be fantastic. Lift that hatch off.
Oh my god, yeah, we can slide it off from the inside.
Yeah.
Cool, we got it all loaded up and we're gonna roll out in 40 minutes-ish. It's up on deck and definitely makes it darker inside Thunderchild for now. But yeah, we're gonna glass it up, paint it up, rig it up, sail it up. It's gonna be good. And here's our new friends, David and PETA. This won't be the last time we bump into these guys, but I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for coming out. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Enjoy the rest of your voyage.
You as well. Fair winds and following seas. It was a pleasure. Thanks for the beer. And And once again, here's the Marabella, the very reason that Nathan was able to purchase Dagon off of me, and one of the first boats I saw while sailing aboard Thunderchild for the first time. Ed and I had a lovely sail back, and we even barbecued along the way. But I'm looking forward to being back in Silva Bay and seeing Haley again. I'm excited to hear how her trip went.
Wow, targeting our female audience.
Whip it out, do the helicopter.
I think that's more like a male audience thing, really.
Wow, man, you can actually do that shit with your dick.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, we got the Port Townsend Boat Show coming up at the end of the month, so Simon's going to jump in, dive the boat, and give it a quick scrub, because she is got a lot of growth on her. And this is Simon and Mark. And Mark is Simon's supposed best friend, but as Simon's best friend, I don't know. I beg to differ. I just think it's funny. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next week. We got some pretty cool stuff coming up.